This webinar will describe what the technology within the Erudine Behaviour Engine does to achieve the goals of automation of the software industry. The Erudine Behaviour Engine is a unique technology that automates the link between test case situations with what the business wants to achieve and why the domain expert needed it done that way. This unique approach does away with the cottage industry of IT development that requires highly skilled manual labour to perform repetitive and error-prone tasks. Welcome to the future of software development. The Erudine Behaviour Engine, or EBE, goes back to first principles for developing logic within an IT system. We humans have been using this process for thousands of years. It's the one used when teaching our children. A simple example is that used when teaching our child to cross the road. Firstly, we create an example situation, normally by physically standing at the roadside, but also in pictures or models of the real world. We then explain that we must only cross the road when no cars are present. Our child will invariably ask, why? To which we answer, because cars are dangerous. On another occasion we will test our child to ascertain whether they have understood our rules. The surprise comes when the child says, not safe to cross, because of a car parked by the side of the road. The child will repeat the earlier justification of, you said cars are dangerous, allowing the teacher to refine their qualification of dangerous to exclude parked vehicles. It is this process of test-driven learning and continual refinement through challenge and response that has been automated by the Behaviour Engine technology. It enables IT systems to be tested into life rather than tested to death by complex regression test pack that only delivers high cost of change and is of no benefit to a developer. Instead, Erudine has automated the impact analysis process to enable continual change, just as our children continue to learn through experience for their whole lives. In order for an IT system to be tested into life, we require three key features. First, a language that is common to both human and computer, and can be used to describe a rich and complex world in which we live. Second, the ability to argue with our own previous conclusions within the context of a test case. Finally, the ability to execute behaviour quickly and in parallel to enable real-time impact analysis and runtime execution performance. The first challenge is solved by using conceptual graph notation to represent data structures. These are suitable for representation of highly complex data structures, and yet simple enough for most business analysts to read and understand the constructs because the structure closely resembles traditional language constructs of verbs, nouns, and adjectives. Interaction with a graph allows us to provide both conclusion, this vehicle is safe, and a justification, because it has a speed of 0 miles per hour. In traditional software development, it is frequently possible to lose the justification, as the software developer does not undertake construction of the line of code in the context of a test case. Conflict resolution is equally simple. It's a case of presenting an earlier test case as the counter-conclusion from history to force the business analyst to select a reason for the new outcome. In this instance, all vehicles were declared dangerous, but the modified conclusion of safe in the top test case requires a justification for why it can be different from before the system can accept the new behaviour. This avoids the introduction of inadvertent bugs within an application. In effect, all unit tests ever created are used to constrain the ability of a developer to add a fault to the application. This is automated impact analysis. Erudine has solved the mental modelling issue outlined in the earlier webcast and enabled an application to be taught the requirements in the same way we humans learn. This has a number of benefits for knowledge retention within an organisation and creates an ability to change rapidly and removes the waste from the IT industry, meaning no future development activity will result in more digital landfill. To learn about the benefits of EBE and where to use it, have a look for the later webcasts.